What? Oh God, fuck. Blow my nose. Let me put a nasal thing in.
What's that?
I'm gonna put a nasal drop in.
I do my vocal warm-ups. Testing 1, 2, is this thing on? Testing, welcome to the Church of Pound.
What?
Huh? It'll be on the recording.
Yeah, it's recording. All right, here we go. 1 minute in. Get anxiety about this thing. All right.
Classy.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, biggies.
Cheers. Let's do it. Guys, welcome back.
Welcome back for episode 2.
You didn't think we'd do it, but we've done it. Okay. All those people who thought we couldn't do it.
All those naysayers.
Naysayers.
Said nayer.
Gosh.
The nayers.
It's been an experience. You know, our first podcast went out, we thought we'd never do it, and one day we honestly just tried it and bang, boom, bada bing, bada boom. It took me a week to sort out in editing. Learned a few lessons myself, which was great. A lot of the uploading and marketing, that was hard.
You have put in a lot of effort. I've been sitting here selling cars as best as I can. It was a shocking end of the month for February, but we will get into that.
It was good overall though.
It was good overall. We had a good start to the month. It was awesome. We were flying. We've sort of been, you know, going with the flow. But today we sold a car, which was great.
To start off March well.
So we'll see how we go.
But the main thing is we're back. Episode 2, baby.
I'd like to say thank you very much for everyone who has supported us so far. We're on a total of 16 subscribers.
Oh!
16 subscribers, 135 views.
But almost, we were like almost 130 followers on Instagram, which was crazy. We did. So obviously we posted a lot of shorts because I don't know anyone who is going to watch all of an hour and 20 of that podcast. But we're at 131 followers as of tonight, you know, Monday the 3rd of March.
We've seen all your comments and your likes.
The
don't
feedback.
think we haven't. We've tried to get back to whoever we can, however quickly we can. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I mentioned in the last podcast, I've got a kid. We've obviously got a full-time business, which takes up a lot of our time. So in this industry, just because you might have a 9 to 5 or, you know, Saturdays you're 9 to 4 and then Sundays it's a day off, it's never really a day off. The phone never stops ringing. There's always someone to serve. There's always someone to help, whether that's selling a car, buying a car, helping someone who's broken down in their car, whatever we can do to assist.
Yeah.
You know, we're here. We try and be on top of it as much as possible. On top of that, I've been really getting into the Pokemon stuff as much as possible to try and stay on top of that market. Steve's getting into the crypto stuff more and more to stay on top of that market. And obviously then there's family and friend stuff that comes in between. So
we're busy people.
we are. We try and
But
get back to you.
we make time for our passion. And our passion is, it's this, believe it or not, you know, and if you've stayed since the start of this show, you would have seen the extravagant skit that we put together.
Yes. Yes. No offense to absolutely anyone.
No offense to absolutely anyone, because really that's what my family's like. Some of your family's like that.
Some of my family's like, I suppose. Yeah, some of them.
But at the end of the day, it's all come down to this. It's episode 2. We're going to try to minimize it a little bit. We did ramble on for a long time, but in the first episode, and we got some feedback. You guys want to hear more about cars, our stories, or our Indian followers. We know you love our Bollywood reactions. so we'll find something to watch there too.
Yeah, we're going to try and bring that into it too. Realistically, we're trying to get on top of everything you've given us as feedback too. So yeah, we are going to, like Steve said, we're going to try and condense it as much as possible, not bring it to an hour and a half or whatever like last time. And we're also trying to make it not less visual, but something that you guys can listen to.
Yeah, look,
maybe
sorry,
while you're
I
driving or
did
whatever
very
it
much
is.
rely on the memes there because I thought, oh, someone's going to watch all of this hour and 20 podcast. No, that's not the case. A lot of our friends and family did say they listened to it while they were driving, so we want to make it more audio, based, which is great, which sucks for me because I've got oh, that was comically timed. That was so comically timed. Hold on.
Sneeze that way.
Ugh. Sorry, I had a big weekend and I have allergic reactions.
He has a cold. From being out in the snow too much.
Yeah. Oh, no. Whoa. No. So sorry about that for those who are listening and not watching us. Now, what we'd like to start with is a few of our people and friends have said they would like to get to know about us and our procedures. And I'm like, I don't want to give you that shit. I don't want to let you know what we do. I like what I do, and I don't want you to know what I do.
I'll tell you.
He'll tell you. But basically, it's this, right? We buy something, we sell it, and everything in between, no one gives a fuck about.
Pretty straightforward. Look, it's like any business, guys. I think, again, I mentioned this in the last one. Buy something at a certain price to sell it at a higher price. It's similar to flipping. It's been the same for many, 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 many years. Yes, there's a stigma behind it. We cop the, you guys are just ripping me off. You're giving me nothing for my trade-in. Look, of course, we're going to try and get as much off the trade-in as possible because we're the ones who have to take it to these mechanics who are completely independent of us, and they're going to try and screw us. Then we've got to take it to the detailers. There's $200-300 there. And we're going to take it to this guy and that guy. Maybe a little bit of dent removal. Everyone thinks, oh, no, my car's perfect. My 2008 Holden Commodore V8 should be worth 60 grand because there's no more of them. It just doesn't work that way.
Not anymore anyway.
Because if we were trying to sell you that car, you'd want it for as little as possible. So we do try and actually find a happy medium. Mm-hmm. We try and meet you somewhere in the middle as well as make profit. I don't know how many of you know this, but where we're located, rent here alone is astronomical.
Yeah.
So that's before we think of wages and bills and insurances and licensing, GST, all that stuff that comes on top. So this is basically what we do. We'll buy a car, whether it be, look, Steve has a lot of connections through, we call them traps in the industry. He's got a lot of connections through different wholesalers. They'll offer cars here and there. He'll turn maybe 50 down to buy one. I've seen him do it. Nah, mate, not me. Nah, too expensive. Nah, of course it's got no books. All this stuff. Sift through the shit.
Yeah.
So we can find something.
And you don't want to be desperate enough to buy the shit because you end up buying the shit, you end up paying the money, spending the money to make it right, and then most of the time it'll be a shit car, even after you spend all the money. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to our customers anyway.
That can differentiate with a lot of things. Some cars you might think you need to spend a lot of money on. You get them in and the mechanics tell you, no, they're great. Or the person comes in and goes, I needed that exact car. I don't care about any of the scratches and stuff. It's a used car. And they love it and they buy it. You might make a little bit of money for once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look, Steve handles the buying side of things.
Honestly, let me simplify it without going too complicated, right? So usually in a business like this one where we carry 35 max, 40 is pushing it for our space. You need a buyer and a seller, okay? Obviously we got help wherever we can, but I like to think that I handle most of the buying and sourcing. Nathan will handle most of the selling. Sometimes we switch roles, whatever. But for the sake of argument, like you got these two cars behind us, right? Came from two different ways. We traded this big bad boy, and we bought this, right? So when it comes to buying, all right, we can buy them privately. So off people on car sales, Facebook, we generally don't do that unless it's legit and verified. Auctions, but these auctions are usually dealer-only invited auctions. So we know that these cars are traded through the networks, and we're not getting the shit heaps from the public because there are those who do flip cars that are absolute garbage and it's nothing but trouble. All right, so Vogue, 2013 Vogue. It's got around 200,000 Ks. Lovely car. It's wrapped matte black. It has a stigma behind it, whatever. But at the time, a person came to us wanting a BMW X5 that we had, and this was their trade-in. We made it work. The numbers worked, all good. There are risks involving trades, but I have to look at the car for what it is, and it's my responsibility as the buyer to go, this is how much we're gonna have to spend to get it right. And mind you, we've spent. And aside from all that, you do the basic things. You got to make sure the car is legitimately in their name. It's owned by them. There's no encumbrances that's lurking.
We do all our checks that we need to do.
Yeah.
You know, we have ways of checking that they actually own the vehicle.
Yeah. But without going into detail, we essentially, I check the car over, I make sure. Now, sometimes we do mechanical checks on ones that we're a bit iffy about. But generally, when I look at a trade-in, like I went on location for this particular car because some of them can be a bit tired. But I turned the car on, I drove it for a little bit, made sure that everything works, things that, you know, that should work. And it's usually mechanical things like the air suspension, the park brake system in these cars are very, very sensitive. And major oil leaks, DPF issues, because this is a diesel. We make sure that all that stuff is sorted because all the other stuff is superficial, you can fix it, right? So when we prep them for the retail heads, we know what we're up for and we're being transparent with them. We usually show the invoice of everything we've done, so that not only they're getting the previous service history from the previous owners, but they're getting the history of what we've done to the car and how much we've spent, so that in the long game they know. So once it comes into our possession, we do the handover, settlements with money, we sign over the paperwork, we swap cars, whether there's money on top, whatever. So the title is now ours, and it's up to us to do what we want to do with the car. And for this instance, we're selling this one as is, whereas we're doing our best to spruce it up, and we're going to give you a good opportunity to buy the car at a severely discounted price, because we're going to leave the roadworthy and mechanical stuff up to you, because there's just not enough in it for us to merit the sale. So we pretty much do a wholesale direct to public, and it's a good opportunity for those who want a big project and they want to work on it for a couple months.
Or those who have people they know who are mechanically minded. If you know someone, they might be able to help you. A lot of the time, it's not so much the parts that are expensive, it's the time and the labor this takes. Yes, our time is money always because we work in sales, but it's no real difference with like mechanics and stuff like that. They will charge you labor. And that can be anywhere between, $140 an hour up. Some of the big dealerships, like the major, corporate dealerships, the franchisees and stuff like that, they charge even more. Yeah. And when people talk about, that Land Rover's been sitting in the workshop for half the year, well, yeah, you've got probably, they need to get new parts. New parts don't come from here. They've got to come from Europe. So Europe, that takes 8 weeks. Yeah. The car's sitting there. What are you going to do? It's broken down. And it's nothing wrong with the car. I mean, like if it was the same issue that happened in a Toyota, the parts are just sometimes more accessible. Yeah. Then you have workshop fees. You have mechanical fees, hourly rates.
The list goes on.
The list goes on and on and on. So it's not so much that sometimes the car is unreliable, because like Steve said, yes, these can sometimes have a stigma. But I'll be honest with you, nothing really drives like a Range Rover. If you've never driven one, they are an experience. We love them so much. I mean, we had one painted on the wall because so Nathan and I had sold so many Land Rovers in the past, and deep down, like, it's a love-hate relationship. When you buy a used Land Rover, okay, there are a few things to look out for, and it's always service history. If the car, just like any other car, but especially a Land Rover, if the car has not been looked after, or been looked after at least once or twice or 3 times minimum, it should be looked after minimum 3 times with Land Rover. So I think back in the day there were 3-year warranties. So within those 3 years, it should have been serviced with Land Rover at the very least. If you go look at a Land Rover, right, a used one, and it has service history and it's Bob's backyard, I wouldn't be buying it. And not to say Bob's doesn't know what he's doing, but realistically,
You know, if you're looking at a Land Rover specialist or a Land Rover themselves, they know what they're doing. Yeah, they charge out the ass for it, but as long as you're buying a car and it's got that history, it means it's been there, and somewhat in time, it has been looked after.
And sometimes that would mean, like Steve just mentioned, Land Rover specialists. You don't necessarily, not to take anything away from them, have to take it to Land Rover. If you have servicing packages and it saves you money, great. But when it starts to become too expensive, there are Land Rover specialists around in your local area probably that you don't even know about.
Correct.
That specialize in these cars that will probably give you the same service. They'll give you the same like oil and everything else you can think of, and it'll realistically probably be at a fraction of the price. Plus, they treat you like a person, not just another number in their system, so that they can sell you another 10 Land Rovers over the lifetime and your family another 10 Land Rovers over a lifetime.
Correct.
So you got to look at these things all together. Realistically, we buy cars, like I said, we do flip them, we sell them. When it comes to something like this, if we're selling direct to public, you might know someone, get it to you cheaper.
Yeah, so wholesale direct to public is for us to move a car on as quickly as possible without us spending thousands and thousands of dollars. And
to make
peanuts. And for it to sit here as well.
That's it.
Now, so that's one way I've acquired a car. The second way is we bought this one through a dealer-only auction. So it was traded in at a new car dealership. Now, whether that new car dealership wanted to sell the trade-in straight away, or they did give it a go and they didn't have any luck, that's not up to us. It just ends up at the tender or the auction. We go there once a week. Well, I do anyway, and one of my other colleagues does. We look over the cars, we look at the books, we start them. We pretty much get to test drive them all the way up until the auction. We don't really drive them because they're a bit
Test
sometimes.
them out, you check them out.
We do our due diligence.
Yeah, you go through them with a fine-tooth comb.
So auction day, it's a live broadcast. You know, you're up against every other dealer in Australia, and knowing, obviously you've been there before the auction, so you write down, okay, this one, it's going to need $250 for the panel in the left-hand quarter. It's going to need a pair of headlights or headlight polishing.
Dents need to be done.
The tires are fucked. We need 4 tires, so we allow $750 for that. The list goes on. So you go into the auction knowing what you're going to spend on the car and what you're willing to prepare, what you're prepared to buy it for, right? So when the auction starts, the auctioneer might go, yep, we'll start this at $45,000. Now that could be where you want to be, or that could be really far away. So it's up to you to decide to bid. And sometimes the bids can go up from, I think cheaper cars are usually $250 increments. When you're getting around $40,000 cars, they're about $1,000 increments. Okay, so at 45, let's say no one's bidding because all the dealers think it's too expensive. He might roll it back to 43, and then boom, you've got 15 dealers who goes, yeah, I was willing to pay 43 grand. But then bang, it's $1,000 increments. It's already at 44. How far do you go? How far are you willing to pay for the car? In this case, we won. We don't like losing. But for this particular car, this 2011 Sahara, it's done 262,000 Ks, but it's a V8 diesel, so it's barely worn. It's a good car in a metallic gray. It's got the sunroof leather and everything.
It's brand new.
It's brand new. But we're asking $60,000 for the car, which is wonderful. And it is Toyota tax. I'm not going to lie about it. It's ridiculous that we're paying $60,000 for a car with 262,000 Ks.
14 years old.
It's a 2011, right? But if you look at the market, there are ones with 300,000 Ks asking for the same money with the same gear. Who knows? Anyway, once we've bought the car, we get it transported here, or if we traded it, the car will be on site. We get the cars checked out first. Now, usually we spend the money mechanically first so that the roadworthy is already complete. So in Victoria, we have to give you a roadworthy when we transfer the vehicle into your ownership. So it's just
to give you a rundown of that, roadworthies are they have to be done through licensed Vic Roads mechanics. So these mechanics are generally independent mechanics. Obviously, there are franchise ones that do it, but generally independent mechanics, they go and get a license. They do tests. They have to update their knowledge every time new rules are relisted. These roadworthies used to be, you could write it on paper, write down some defects.
Some fugazi, bro.
Some fugazi and fucking fling. Here's your certificate, bro. Give me $140. See you later.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that anymore. Nowadays, these guys are all digital. Vic Roads push this hard. This is in our state, right? In New South Wales, it's different. In Queensland, it's different.
South Australia,
South
they don't do
Australia,
roadworthy.
they don't even need a roadworthy from what we understand. It's a completely different thing.
And that's generally why we don't buy from South Australia, because
But there's different roadworthy regulations around. Those Vic Roads regulations and the way they do their tests are all digital now. And what I found out the other day, get this, yeah? You'll love this.
What?
A mechanic can be doing a roadworthy, right? And as they're doing the roadworthy, the Vic Roads guys can tap in and like watch them do it.
Oh, wow.
So if they miss something and be like, hey,
yeah, why did you mark the tyres good?
Yeah, why'd you mark the tyres good when they're clearly not? They will audit them on, like, basically on the spot. And then if Vic Roads comes in, man, you should see some of these mechanics. They have to, like, not that they don't, but like anyone, there are people who take shortcuts in a lot of things, and we understand, but we also try and steer clear of it. There's already a stigma on car sales. Car salesman. The last thing I want is for someone to have ammunition and something like that they can come back to us on. They can go, oh, yeah, but you did this and you should have known about this. We leave it all independent. We pay these guys like you would pay these guys.
Yeah.
It's no difference.
I mean, the only difference is that we pump so much work into them. They give us a trade discount, which is nothing but fair.
Yeah, that's
because we're spending thousands a week.
Oh, minimum.
With the same mechanics. So obviously, a roadworthy to the public, someone from the public could be $250. Ours might be $220. I know it's fractional, but it does over time. It does.
Or like, you know, they might cut back on their labor costs a little bit. Like, that's where we get different. It's not like they'll go, oh man, you know, that's not really passable, but I'll let it go.
Yeah.
We don't get that. And if we do hear it, we really
reconsider,
try and stay away from it. I should really, I've got this on Do Not Disturb, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
We're getting like auto get leads and stuff
like that. Yeah, we're getting 2 calls.
I should be answering these calls, but...
That's all, we'll text them as we go.
Yeah.
So once I've got the roadworthy from the mechanic, whatever it is, we'll usually get the certificate. Once we've got the certificate, I'll bring it back here. I'll bring it to one of my 4 or 5 detailers that I have. I pick and choose depending on the car. So like I have a guy that's really good with 4x4s. So he's got a, what do you call it? Not a hoist. It's like a small hoist. And he can rinse all the mud from underneath just to present a little better. You don't want a car sitting here like a 4x4 and it's got mud all over the fucking ground. It just looks really shit.
It doesn't necessarily mean, again, sorry, it sort of sounds a bit bad, like we're just washing all the... Yeah, you got to present a car. I mean, we're in a showroom. We are a prestige car dealer. We sell Audis and Mercs and things like that. If you're going to put a Land Cruiser here and it has potentially done some off-roading, because there are some that have, some that haven't.
They're built for off-roading.
They're built for it. No, I know.
I don't understand that.
I know.
I don't. It's
yeah.
Has it been off-road? Well, what do you fucking mean, bro?
I know.
What do you fucking mean?
And
I'm sorry.
You get the question. You get the question from old Joe Blood and around. Oh, you know, mate. You got a little bit of surface rust there. It's not really what I want. Well, I mean, look at any car, even cars that haven't been off-road. You're gonna see some.
I can guarantee you there'll be surface rust.
These can't handle it.
There'll be surface rust under a Merc with the same Ks as a Land Cruiser.
Easy, all day. Because
yes, if you drive them in the rain or you go over a fucking puddle, I know not to that extent, but I get what people are saying. Like, has a car been swimming?
Yeah, like we get it that you don't want it to be underwater, but we really do check those things to try and make sure that
if it smells and it's like, again, so when I go to the auctions or the wholesalers wholesalers and all that, if it's a 4x4, I'm going to open the door, check underneath the carpet, and if it smells anything like a wet cat or a wet dog, I know it's definitely been swimming. It stinks. Like, everyone knows what a wet car smells like. It's gross, right? But we do our due diligence. So anyway, once the roadworthy is done, it goes to the detailers. The detailers I choose will depend on the car. All right, it'll come back in a day or 2, depending on how severe the detail needs to be, whether it needs a really heavy cut and polish, whether it needs a paint correction. We do our best, especially with black cars. Used black cars are the worst because you can see absolutely every detail on the car.
We always say a black car is great for the showroom.
Yeah.
The moment it leaves the showroom and you start to get, especially like where we are in Melbourne, the weather changes, Australian climate, like they will bury different paints and stuff like that. And it won't take long either. They can turn paint from good to shit really quick.
Correct.
And black, unfortunately, it just shows. It shows everything. So sometimes, even though it might not be the color you want, to keep your car in, if you want something that just constantly looks good, sometimes a grey or a silver is good. It's a good quality.
You will notice with our stock, it's white, grey, or black.
We try.
Right? Black is because people love the black color, but white and grey are generally a safe color. But once we're done with the detailing, it'll come back here. I'll write up the comments and I'll list it on car sales amongst other third parties like Gumtree, Facebook, Carby's one. Shout out to Carby if you're listening.
Yeah.
And we do our best to advertise everywhere as we can. Obviously, this is also an advertising platform, but this is for comedy. I mean, this is for entertainment. This is what we do. Once it's online, it'll have the comments, and generally with the comments, I'll write up all the major features on the car. So if the car's got a lift kit, if it's got a bull bar, it's got a sunroof, it's got a service books, all that, all the important things. Now, we like to keep a bit of mystery in it, otherwise you're not going to inquire on the car. Once you inquire on the car, we'll talk to you about the car in more detail. But we want your phone calls, we want your inquiries, right? So it goes on to car sales. Now, depending on what dealer plans are, we pay $210 a listing. So put into perspective, with 35 cars or 30 cars in stock, when you have 30 online at $210 a listing, and it kicks over every 4 leads. 5 leads?
5 leads and every
or a month.
28 days.
5 leads, so 5 inquiries. So it takes 3 dickheads to fuck this up. You get one guy who's inquired twice, and then another person who's inquired 3 times, and bang, that's 5 leads.
And then you get charged again for the same listing, full amount. So
now there are grace periods where you're like, that was a duplicate, but you can't keep writing it's a duplicate.
No.
By the end of the day, you're spending thousands and thousands and thousands.
Not many
of dollars.
people know that, car sales does. Obviously, that's how they run their business.
Yeah.
They charge dealers
very, very well.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of the cost goes into it. So when you inquire as a person, as a client, as a customer, just keep that in mind. If you're inquiring with a dealer and you're not serious, sometimes
it's good to just hold off.
Yeah,
do the research first, because you're gonna you will annoy us actually, because you annoy me. But
you won't annoy me. I understand that they don't tell you they will charge the dealer.
They should be told.
And I get all that, and you can't find out where we're located unless you know. But what I'm saying is, unless you know you are ready to buy a car, sometimes it is better just holding off. We all do it. We all scroll.
How many times have we had? Classic. Hi, where are you located? What's your response, Nath?
Hi, and give them the whole thing. We're located in Port Melbourne. And give them the whole details.
Would you like to look at the car?
Would you like to look at the car?
And this is me, Mr. Customer.
Yeah, we get a red and no response.
I'll just put my phone down for the next 6 weeks. What? What is with that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Like I'm horrible at responding to texts. But if I'm legitimately interested in something, I want to know the information, and I'll say thank you for giving me the information, and I will let you know whether I am or am not interested.
Yeah, look,
or how you could help me.
I try and say to people, how can I help you? Because that's generally what people inquire for. They need assistance with something. Otherwise we'd all just walk in and say, yeah, that's the one, and see you later. But it's like anything. You go to a shoe shop, I need a size 9. They go in the back, grab a size 9. But this is like going into a shoe shop, saying, I need a size 9. Man, while you're there, can you give me a size 10? Dude, I was looking at those 2 other cars over there.
Oh, my missus isn't here. Those 2
other shoes over there. Hey, my missus she was going to make a decision on what shoes I'm wearing tomorrow. And then on top of that, bro, before can you just tell me how good these shoes actually are? Are they going to last me? Hey, man, time, this week. I got frustrated this week. Are they going to last me? Look, I was thinking about buying these shoes. I'm not sure. And you try on 10, 20, 30, and you spent an hour with the guy. And then you go, leave the shoes, and you go, oh, cool, man. I'm just going to have a think about it. I'll see you later. Have a good one. How do you reckon that chick's going to feel? Let's be honest here. You're doing your job, yeah? Whether you're a builder or whatever the hell you do, even if you're a builder, Somewhere goes, hey man, can you just quote me up real quickly on this job? Yeah, sure, man. It's going to be 10 grand. Oh, yeah, cool. Can you come out and see what we have? Like, do you come on site? Yeah. I'll come in. We can come out. We'll do like a free quote and this and that. Oh, cool. We're really interested. We're ready to go. We got the money. Cool. They check it out. You give them the same price, and they go, oh man, it's not really what I wanted to spend. Well, I told you before. Yeah. Like on a car sales ad, you see the price, you see the kilometers, and we still get inquiries.
10 grand less.
How many Ks does it have? Or, would you do 27 on a $37,000 car? Man, look, we understand everyone wants the best deal, but don't take the fucking piss.
Yeah.
Don't
piss in my pocket, bro.
I feel like, don't piss in my pocket, call it water. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Come on, man. And then I had a guy the other day tell me, oh, I think you're making about 7 grand out of it. Okay. Whether I'm making 7, 1, 3, the price of that product is worth the price of that product. It's not like we go and overprice things, because we don't. Our cars sit on what? The first page, generally?
Honest, man. And it has nothing to do with how good I've bought the car or what price I bought it at. Why aren't we allowed to win?
No, because we can't.
Because this is the thing, right?
No, because we're screwing them over.
Yeah. My favorite ones is the guys the people who think they know best, right? Oh, Steve, just be honest with me. How much you buy it for? How much are you going to make out of it? Well, if I tell you, what are you going to offer me?
Yeah.
$500 more than what I got it for, and expect me to make a profit? And then so sometimes I will tell them the truth, because I just like to see how it works with them, how it plays out in their head. Because, that is a good price.
I think the Uber's here.
Could you do that price and a 3-year warranty, drive away? Sorry, when I said that's what it owes me, that's what it owes me. So you want me to do that price, give you free on-roads, so on a $50,000 car, that's 4.3%?
4.25%.
4.3% on top, registration on top, and you want a 3-year warranty that costs $3.5 grand. So you don't want to pay for that. Oh, no, could you package that up in one deal? I'm happy to take the car now. I'm sure you'd be happy to take the fucking car.
I'll be happy to take the car.
Oh my God, fuck me.
I'll be happy to take the fucking car.
Seriously, man, I'm just a fuckwit. Fuck me.
And there are horror stories like that, but then you do get some decent people. Is it food here?
Oh yeah, the food's here.
Steve's going to go get food. I'll keep telling you about this quick, because we actually have to move on to the next few segments, otherwise it's going to be as long as the last one.
Yeah, I know.
We're already about 30 minutes in, just letting you know. Just letting you know, like, when it comes down to these things, like today, I did a deal.
How's it going?
I let the people know, hey, look, honestly.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
After everything, I'm probably going to have about $1,500.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
And that was just me being honest. I'm not giving you the spiel, I'm going to make nothing. I'm not giving you the warranty's going to cover everything sort of thing. I told them, look, I can do better prices on the warranty because I get them cheaper. You can just have it at cost price. It doesn't bother me because it's not my product. I sell it to you at cost as long as I'm not paying for it. Then it comes down to the car. Okay, I can do this. I can add in 3 months reg because I'm paying what you're paying. It's the same cost. Are we doing business? And they thought about it for a little bit, and they were here for a couple of hours, a good couple of hours. But you know what? Built a relationship. I married the client, like we said in the last video. And you know what? It worked. We sold the car. It was great. They were happy. We were happy. They were very reasonable people. And I love dealing with people like that. I love it.
Short break. Miss Chu. Is it
Miss Chu? Miss Chu.
Miss Chu, the healthy hawker.
The healthy hawker.
Damn, look at this, man. This is the bagging for Miss Chu. I'm already in love.
How much am I paying for dinner?
I have no idea. So context for that, he did lose the Pokemon battle.
I lost the Pokemon battle.
He lost the Pokemon battle. So he buys dinner.
I buy dinner.
What do we get today?
I can't wait to eat.
So,
I'm starving.
We got ginger prawn dumplings. No, that's not ginger prawn dumplings.
That's pork.
Shanghai pork and ginger prawn dumplings. All right. We've got. Oh, dude, did they?
What did they miss?
Oh, no, they didn't. That's all right.
No, we're good? That would have been a great
start.
Wait,
no, they did fucking miss it. Oh, wait. No, it's okay.
No, you're good? 2 beef.
2 beef.
2 chicken.
2 chicken.
Ginger prawn.
Okay, we're good.
We're good. We got everything. We're good. All right.
Good.
You're sorry, Miss Chu. We
Miss
judged too early.
I almost had you.
On camera.
I'm gonna show them, bro.
Show 'em, bro.
Show them this delicious. Look at this. So
I'm gonna pass it. You pass it back. I'm gonna show you.
we have the prawn and ginger. They're very red. Very interesting.
I'm just gonna show you a lot of this
What is that? That's a beef bow.
beef bow. I'm gonna take the lid off just yet.
And that's a Shanghai pork. Yum.
Shanghai pork.
We're gonna eat this while we keep talking.
Yeah, we're gonna eat this while we keep talking. So anyway,
it's a mukbang.
yeah.
Hold on, let me just swap this. You eat, you keep talking, I'll do this shit. Bro.
No, I'm starving. No. So yeah, that's where it works sometimes, and where it doesn't work other times. And like we said in the last video, sometimes we lose. If you have any questions on this, guys, just let us know. Just put your questions in the comments. Commenting is good. Sharing is good. Liking is good. We love to hear it. Let us know. We'll try and answer all the questions we can. If you're unsure about how something works in the car sales world, let us know. We're happy to try and answer it for you as best as we can. But just understand, at least here, we're
gonna be as transparent as possible.
some Asian you are, bro. You got those chopsticks upside down.
Shit. Bro, I'm so disappointing. Asian by day, bro.
You white.
Oh no, I'm not even Asian
You
by
white.
day.
Steve with
I'm just the most white
with
man.
that's white, bro. What are we doing here? It's like, I'm gonna dig in.
Okay. Hints of prawn and hints of ginger. I think it's prawn and ginger. What you got, bro?
Hints of chicken. Hints of bow.
Okie afterbirth.
Okay, afterbirth.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit, that's spicy.
Yeah, yeah. No, it hit me.
What the fuck?
It hit me. That's why.
I wasn't ready, bro. I just dug in.
Oh, I'm starting to crack a sweat. I was like, yeah.
So yeah, where do we go? So okay, that buying, selling. I mean, look, there's a lot of little in between things, guys. There's the advertising and stuff like that's pretty standard. You put the ad up, you sell it.
Oh shit.
And by the way, if anyone ever needs any help or advice on maybe how to take photos properly for their car sales ads, or what wording to use, we can help you with that. We're happy to even give you pricing on what you can sell your car for. It's not necessarily
If you're in Australia, because I don't know.
if you're in Australia,
the American
please.
market's fucked.
but yeah.
So yeah, once we start selling the cars, that's when the fun stuff begins.
Yes. Because
By fun stuff, we mean sitting around, cars in the showroom, and the different people come in. Some of them unannounced, some of them called beforehand. Some of them call beforehand and don't rock up.
oh, that's my favorite.
Punctuality, fantastic.
Yeah, we do enjoy punctuality here.
But tell me, what do you recommend? So like, we deal with a lot of, last time we touched base on ethnicity, people really like that.
Yeah, I know. We thought we were going to get cancelled, but, which is why our little skit is going to be so successful. Or it's going to send us broke.
But
That doesn't really matter.
so we touched on ethnicity. Let's talk about age. Tell you what,
Age is the
man,
one.
boomers versus the younger generations and how they buy cars. It's different.
Put it this way. We were talking about how much you have in a car? It's what I love. I love it when a boomer, I say that.
What's boomer, 60? 55, 60?
Maybe boomer. I don't know. We say boomer as like a general term. An older than our generation, sort of. We kind of fall in the middle, but older than that generation. They'll walk in.
Fuck you, I'm not that old. You are, man.
Fuck you, Gen Z. Yeah,
I have a 3 in front of me, man.
I'm older than Google, motherfucker.
Anyway.
The guys who walk in, they're looking at, say, that thing back there. Oh yeah, mate, I've owned. You think I'd go straight back into it? I don't necessarily have to be Aussie, but like even I'll do an Italian one.
Oh, it's so spicy when I laugh.
Hang on, I'll do it. They might walk in and they'll be like, how much of this car?
What you went from bogan to ethnic?
I'm not allowed to be Aussie.
You can do the Aussie. Do the Aussie.
You laughed. You
Do
got
the
me
Aussie.
scared.
No,
Anyway, they walk in, you g'day mate, I had like, 15 land. They give you the whole spiel. I've had 15 Land Cruisers in my lifetime, sonny Gin. And what I've learned is, and they give you this life story.
Fuck the pork shank,
Bro, that
bro.
was insane. I hate that shit.
Miss Chu.
What's this
She's
ginger one?
cooking.
This is ginger one, right? She be cooking. Yeah, I'm just pork all day.
Pork all day.
All day.
Prawns
I
alright.
didn't mind the chicken.
The beef.
Prawns alright, there's a lot of ginger that.
The beef's mad.
Good?
I haven't had the chicken yet because it's spicy. I want to
I eat
give
quick,
myself
I
a break.
don't try and enjoy myself too much.
Anyway, yeah, so Aussie. Buying a Land Cruiser. Bought 25 of them in the past.
Age to ethnicity again. Anyway, old bloke walks in, will give
Human.
you a full-blown story, the life story. And don't get me wrong, I'll get over it. I'll sit there, I'll listen, it's fine. Like, we got to try and sell a car in the end of the day, and I might as well enjoy it while I do it. There's no point. Plus, some of them have great stories. Some of them drain your life, but some of them have great stories.
Sorry, I'm halfway through sneezing. Keep talking, bro. You're edging me, bro. Stop it. Just let me sneeze. Go talk.
The difference between that, so those guys are the, I shouldn't say typical, but those guys are the typical bloke to come in, or even, some typical older generation will come in, they know us as car salesmen. I want $7,000 off this car, or I know you've got it at 40, I'm going to offer you 35 because you've got it in you. But the difference is one, generally they have the money. Two, they will work with you. They start really low and you start really high, and it's a standard negotiation process. With the younger generation, what we're finding, especially on like Teslas and stuff like that, is they're a lot more almost, not that the olders aren't cautious, but these younger generation are a lot more cautious in a way where they get a lot of their information from the older generation, but also from the vast amount of wealth that's on the freaking
Internet.
on the internet, on YouTube, on all these different things. So they're asking you questions like, so if I do make this decision, what are the process? It's more a process question. So it's not so much about just the price. The pricing thing always comes last for them. You answer every question they have under the sun to make them confident with the car. You spend hours with them, and all of a sudden, some might come in with their parents, and you can see their parents sort of judging them as, like today, the guy looked at his son and goes, now, he's got your deposit, but you've got no contract, and it was a kind of thing that they had between each other, but, we worked it out.
There's nothing wrong with asking for help.
No, not at all. The younger generation will be more research everything,
But clueless about how the process is.
clueless about the process. It's interesting.
weird.
So it's not so much about price in the end. A lot of the time, it does come towards they're spoiled for choice. Think about car shopping for the younger generation like picking a movie on Netflix. There's so much out there that they just almost can't decide. Whereas an older generation will pick one or two. They'll go, I'm looking at that one and I'm looking at that one. I'm going to pit them both against each other. Done. One of them's my car.
Correct.
That's it.
Although there are some boomers that scare the shit out of me. It's these ones. You come in unannounced and you say, oh, hi sir, how are you today? How can I help? I'm just having a look, mate. Okay, no worries. So you let them wander. All the cars are unlocked. They can look around, whatever. Do you want the keys to anything in particular? Nah, man, I'm good. That one. I think I'm doing the voice wrong because I think these are more like calculated people. Oh, no, I'm okay, thank you. So you do your thing. And they go looking for you after 15 minutes because they didn't want you around. Now they want you around. But the best part is when they find you. And they look at you and they go, can I just get more information about this one? So I'm like, okay, go grab the keys. By the time I get back to the car, the guy has a fucking whiteboard out.
Yeah.
A whiteboard. Well, no, a whiteboard and a notepad.
Like a full notepad.
Oh,
with
man.
all these questions and all these different cars and
a list.
they
Shit.
write it down.
List of questions. And then the worst part is you're going through the questions one by one, you answer them, you're bang, 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 yep, cool. You turn the page over to look at a previous question from a different car, then you realize, wait, does each page mean a car? The guy has been traveling all of Melbourne today. He's probably seen 15 pages worth of cars. That's 15 cars.
He's got their best price written down. He's got like
what the price
Audi
Q5
is.
Oh my
dude. Yeah, man. Full
blown. Dude, what do you want a Coke Zero, bro?
Yeah, man, relax,
man. Let's go. Shoot.
So this is another thing. Where I'm leading with this is, again, even with the Gen Z and the Boomer side of things, just a bit of advice. Try and narrow your search down to 2 cars, even. Like, even if it's 2, at least you give yourself something to work with. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we do this all day, every day, and this can be so overwhelming. There is so much choice nowadays, from petrol to diesel to electric, from prestige,
bro,
European.
I dream about cars. It's so bad.
100%. I dream about clients calling me, yes, sir, how can I help you? You know, my battery, you know, all these kind of things. And there's a lot of options in what will work for you and what will work for other people. It's 45 minutes done.
Oh, well. Yeah, so that's and that's the thing too, right? There's comparisons between all the different types of customers, but I don't mind. They're all cool.
And again, if you got more questions on that, just ask. We're obviously not trying to offend, but we're just telling you as we see it. This is exactly how it works. You know what really gets me, bro? Is the ones that come in and they got that. The ones that come in and they think they got the main character energy.
Yeah.
And then the ones that come in that have them, they are the main character.
Fuck, man. I must admit, to all my real estate friends out there, a lot of you guys do act like you're top shit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's great.
Which is great. I've only met a few very humble real estate agents, and some of them are my closest friends. I reckon they're some of the greatest people, some of the best clients as well. But it's always usually the fresh ones. I don't know. I might be talking shit here, but the fresh ones are like,
nice new haircut.
My favorite is being here and taking like 100 phone calls here. Oh, you're working, are you? What the fuck are you looking at cars for?
Yeah, while they're here, it's like, sorry, 1 second. You know, and they put their AirPods in.
Sorry, just 1 second. My RMs are cleaner than yours, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That kind of shit is so annoying, but... And that's just going back to the whole main character thing. It's like, what? You roll up in here, all right, in your Hyundai Getz, and you've got your first paycheck, and you want to buy an Audi A4.
I'll give them the benefit of that. Like,
i30.
Nah,
you want to come buy an
like
A250.
Like a Mitsubishi Lancer. No, like a Subaru WRX. Give them like that.
Yeah, and I get it. You want to upgrade, which is great, man, but don't demean, like, you don't need to talk down to us.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we're not here.
I don't know, like we're in the same boat, bro. I don't even have a car because I just drive whatever.
30.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't talk down to people. You don't know the situation.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
Piece
right.
of shit.
You don't know
Fuck you, man. Hurt my feelings like that. What the fuck?
Steve takes it personally.
I do when they think they're top shit.
Yeah, when they
bro.
come in thinking that, look, you don't have to be like that with us. And I don't know what it's like with other people. You don't have to be like that with anyone. Walk in and just be yourself. It's fine. Like, you're here to buy a car, or you're looking at cars, or you're unsure. Like, man, I get ones that come in top shit and just have no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
And that's the worst too. You know? It's like, if you're projecting something, you want me to perceive you as like what you're not, I can smell it from a mile away, because I used to do it when I was fucking 16. Grow the fuck up. But what I'm saying is, if you just come in here transparent, we're going to treat you with a lot more respect, because we're not, first of all, we don't feel like we're being talked down to. We're not feeling like pieces of shit. We're on the same level. You know, we're here to make a transaction happen. Okay, I know you, you know me. Easy, right?
It's like a dance. You don't want one person trying to salsa like the other person's doing a fucking Macarena.
Because I can tell you now, the person that walks in here with loafers and pajamas, That is so cool. I know there's something because holy shit, because we Hugh Hefner. I'm going to call him Hugh Hefner. You remind me of Hugh Hefner. One place we worked at, all right, we're going to call him Hugh Hefner. One place we worked at, okay? Nathan and I looking at each other, nothing's going on. We're just chilling. Someone walks through the door. Loafers. I don't know, these could be expensive loafers. They look pretty nice.
I don't know. They were just, he would just look...
Loafers, like 3/4 pants, like it looks silky,
khaki,
flowy.
Like, yeah, weird.
Flowy with a button down. Yeah.
Loose button down.
Loose button down and smelled like cigarettes.
Stunk of cigarettes.
Just a walking nicotine. Like I was getting a dopamine hit from walking next to him.
Brown, like
lovely
tan,
lovely smile on him. Just enjoying his
just
day.
Nice smile.
Hugh Hefner.
He was like very Hugh
also,
Hefner-ish.
I don't know if it was the same woman that came in the second time, so I'm going to call him Hugh Hefner. It was a different dog as well.
Nah, had a few different dogs, but I think it was the same.
So we didn't see the car he rolled up in. And Nathan and I like talking to each other, like, damn, look at this character, man. I'm so interested. Who is this guy? I want to know him. I want to be his friend.
He kind of looked cool.
Suave.
It's cool the way he walked in.
Gentleman, like.
Yeah.
Anyway, we spoke to him, see how we can help. Double teaming him. No, we didn't double team him. We just spoke to him. He says, oh, I know the owner. This and that. Oh, cool. You're good. Great. That's great.
Everyone came in and said they knew the owner.
So here I am thinking this guy's going to look at an Audi Q5 or a Mercedes-Benz GLC or a Mercedes-Benz GLE family car or, just a nice little convertible, a Mercedes convertible. So I wasn't wrong about the convertible, but he walks up to this Porsche Speedster.
19.
See if I got a photo of it. So it was black, and
1930. It was old.
It was old. Like it was World War II old.
Yeah, it was like pull like you had to choke it.
1959.
1959.
It was a 57 to a 59. Anyway, it was black with a red leather interior.
Oh, so nice.
In the 50s Porsche Speedster. And I remember because this car first came in, I said, Nath, there's something sus about this car. Like, I can hear like the war. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm getting PTSD. Like, oh no. No, I was hearing shit. I was hearing like war chimes and stuff. This car was old, but it was beautiful. I don't know who owned it or how we got our hands on it. It's beautiful. It's a lovely car.
The owner had a lot of connections.
He walked towards this car with intent. Walked towards this like it was his. Like he knew the car. Like it belonged to him. Like, we talked, we rambled on about the car, and we didn't try to sell it because we're like, who the fuck is going to buy this car? Like it barely, we barely goes over 60.
Honestly, you had to like choke it, start it. It was like no power steering, obviously. Like it wasn't rough, but man, it was old. Like it was actually really clean for its age. It was so old. What did he say? He goes, I have a trade-in.
I'm not sure if it was a trade-in, but all I know is it wasn't one visit. He came multiple, but we just thought he was the local guy. Yeah. Anyway, one day, right? So he walks out. We give him our names, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, good, very nice to meet you, boys." European bloke too. Yeah. We walked out, and they were like, "What if he's like a gazillionaire, bro?"
Yeah, and we just had no idea.
And we were just making up stories of this guy. A week goes by. And I'm having a dart with Nath in the car park, and we see a Rolls Royce Ghost. Was it a Ghost or a Phantom?
No, it was a Ghost. It was a Ghost.
Just drives in to the car park. Windows cracked like a fucking bee's dick.
Yeah, with the
curtain over.
A
bee's dick with the curtain
over.
And you're just seeing smoke come out of it. You're like, fuck, man,
some guy's punching darts in his Rolls Royce. It's so good.
The guy that comes out is the gentleman we saw a week before.
Spills out of the back seat. He got driven there. Spills out of the back seat. Spills out of the back seat, and not only do cigarette butts fall out, cans fall out.
Fuck.
I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was actually shocked.
Because I would never treat.
No, he rocked out like when I say used this car, he used this car.
Yeah.
He used
it like you'd use a Toyota Yaris.
Yeah, whatever, man.
And a Rolls Royce.
Rocked out. Different loafers, but sort of similar. Different.
And the dog comes out.
And then the little
Chihuahua thing.
Little Pomeranian.
Oh my god, man, the dog's getting fucking blasted by that smoke. That was a great time because Nathan and I looked at each other and went, you really can't judge a book by its cover.
Man, he was a boss. That's real character
real aura.
energy. He wasn't cocky about it. He was never rude. And he did, after the few visits back and forth, he ended up buying the car.
He settled, the car disappeared.
And it was like an instant transfer.
So you know, we're watching it, right? And so we knew the deal had happened because we weren't the salespeople doing it, but we knew the deal had happened. There was a sold sign on the car and everything, and we watched him. He came back 2 or 3 more times. Day of delivery, I'm like, Nate, what do you reckon he's gonna rock up in? I'm like, and you're like, oh, I don't even know. And then lo and behold, brand new Ferrari California,
brand new,
red with a tan, beautiful V8 exhaust on it and all that. And he's not driving, a woman's driving, you know. Introduces us to his wife, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's good. He's just packing a dart in there, whatever. But that is aura. Guy just did not give a shit what anyone thought. Lived his life, bought a car that barely fucking drives.
Then there was the
like, you would never drive this, dude. I'd be so scared driving this car out. Who's going to insure that car?
Yeah, no. He'd have, but it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, but you got seatbelts that aren't meant to save anyone's life.
I remember him saying he had a few cars though. But for someone to just think about that, a Rolls Royce is not a joker's car. You know, you can have a high-end Merc, you can have a Lambo, and you can have these really nice cars. Not to shit on any of those, but a Rolls Royce is like your next level of like...
Yeah, I was wondering if he did have a driver because I don't see myself driving a Rolls.
I never saw him fucking drive the car.
Yeah, it's true.
He was always in the passenger seat.
Maybe.
You know,
Maybe he lost his license too, I don't know. But anyway, amazing. That's the difference between thinking you're top shit and being top shit.
No, I'll give you one. There was that guy. There was that guy who came in. Then there was the guy who thought he was top shit who walked in. I had a bloke walk into the same dealership and he had these Louis V spiked.
Nah, Louboutin, not Louis V. Christian Louboutins.
They were Louboutins, you're right.
They're the ones with the spikes.
With the red sole. You're right, they were Louboutins. Spikes, shoes, like they were like, it was just dressed up to the nines, this and that. And before he had said it, before anyone could introduce themselves to him, he walks over to me, he goes, boy, this one, how much? And I'm sitting here, and I go. Now, mind you, this was a high-end dealership, so I had to sort of behave, but I don't like to
punch this guy's lights out.
I hated it. I turned back to this guy and I go, this one? And the way he looked at me, he wanted to kill me. It was great. He goes, this one. He does it back. I'm looking, I'm like, this
clicking motherfucker.
This motherfucker right here is going to fuck around right now. All right.
He's going to find out.
That one, no worries, bro. 135 grand. He goes, cash. I do a bag of cash. Come on, how much? I'm like, bro, 135 grand. You got the money? Have a look, cha. 135 grand. No. You do 120. I go, 15 grand. I go, just sell your shoes. They're 15 grand. And he's looking at me like, look at this smuggler. And look, I had to kind of match that energy because he came in.
Clicking at you like a dog.
Clicking at me like a fucking dog. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Like, even if you are, you know, in social status above a person, you click at a human, but are you another person? Are you normal? Fuck you, man. I'm gonna deal with this shit. I actually got in a little bit of trouble for how, like, I went back at him. But, you know, look, in the end of the day, yes, he did buy the car. But, man, the way he walked in, and it's just, you leave a real poor impression. But mind you, he did buy the car, but he really didn't pay. Like, he didn't pay full price. He was trying to screw down. He was trying to do all these things, and no one really wanted to serve him.
That's not aura. That's not main character energy.
You looked at him like, oh, have a look at you. You think you're king shit. You're a piece of shit. This other guy we were talking about probably could have bought him out 6 times over. It was a joke.
Not to mention multiple. Oh my god.
Anyway, that's the other thing.
But that's and that's the biggest difference in our world. What a main character is, with the way we see it, is someone who knows what they want. They're not breaking our balls. They all look. Main characters do want deals. They know. They understand, and it's the art of the deal. It's the way you do it.
Again,
if you come in here demanding it because you deserve it, that's different too.
It's a dance. You got to enjoy it. Make it enjoyable
for both
respect,
parties,
man. You're another human being. We're going to try and treat you with as much respect as possible. We want you to treat us with as much respect as possible.
How funny is it when people go, I want to speak to your boss, then we walk out of the room, come back in, and then I'll pretend to be Nathan's boss. They're like, oh, you want the boss? And I'll walk out and then Nathan comes back.
Oh, babe.
What do you want? You wanted a deal? Who the fuck are you, man? Stop it. I don't understand people.
We get it in a way, but
strangers,
it's just not right to be like that.
No, disrespecting strangers 100%. Is one thing, but disrespecting strangers on their own turf is like, what?
Yeah, you walk into my fucking house, into my...
You piss in my toilet.
You come piss in my fucking toilet, and then you're like, bro, what? Fuck off, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Start that shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You'll never get that with certain types of people. Like I said, from the last episode, we spoke about ethnicities. There's fun times, and then there are times where this is so sad because it's actually making me upset that I have to deal with this person. And the other thing is too, is because you have a business, you're like, I can't lose this. We can't lose this deal.
We again, when I say dance, you really have to play it with finesse. You can't just make it all happen. It's ready to go, and that's what it is. And you say, "Fuck them, I don't need them." Because in the end of the day, sometimes you got to put your pride aside, put your sort of self aside, and this and that to make it happen. And that's just the way it is. Sometimes you do wear it as a deal, and it is what it is. But again, if you need more on that, let us know. Talk about big dick energy, bro. Last segment we spoke about Singham, and a few of I suppose they're Indian fans and a few people who know the movies quite well told us dude, get this, there's a cop universe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Singham universe, it's called the cop universe. So what Steve and I are going to do is we're going to plan this out. We'll watch Singham Returns, Simba. I don't know what that is. Simba, bro. Simba.
Yeah.
Double M. Sorry, I'm sorry if I stuff this up, so don't. Suravanshi,
yeah.
And then Singham again.
Singham again, bro.
Then we should.
That's the one I saw. Yeah, so Singham again. When I was in London, they were on the billboards. My God, look at him. He looks just as good.
Oh, we've got to get on this.
So Singham again, Singham 2, Singham. Oh, full movie on YouTube. But
Singham Returns was 2014. Simba, Suravanshi, and Singham again. So we've got to get onto these.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We're going to get onto this.
We're going to get onto these and we're going to watch them, and then we're going to come back and...
Singham Returns, man. Singham Returns.
You know that's 2014.
So is that the second or third one?
That's the second one.
So Singham Returns is the second one.
So we've got to get on there.
Hold on. I don't have YouTube Premium. How bad is that? I have to watch ads. Give me a second. We're going to watch a trailer to Singham Returns whilst I learn about Grammarly. Bear with us. But anyway, we really enjoyed the first Singham.
We did. We really did.
I love that universe. If the universe is as good as the first one, holy shit, it's going to be a fucking ride. What do we got? Singham 1.
Right, turn that shit up. Oh, here we go. This is Singham Returns?
Singham Returns. Oh shit! Oh! I hope he comes back so much. I hope he comes bigger.
Look at the lens whacking like these guys are doing.
Oh. More conspiracy. Oh my god. He had to oh, look at the back! It's... Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to watch this.
What? Rohit Shetty. Oh, a new love interest, I think.
Is it? Is it the same one?
Oh, maybe he has kids this time. Oh! Oh my god!
He's already dead.
This is beating the shit. Where's the belt, bro? Come on, please tell me there's a belt. Oh, that's the shit. Oh! Please tell me he gets the belt out, please. Oh! Bro! The budget obviously went up.
The budget had to go up. I don't know what he just said, but it sounded cool as shit.
Oh, fuck! No.
Oh, there's the power! The power!
Oh, the wife beater, man.
Dude, all the wife beaters on.
All the wife beaters on.
I can't wait. Is that a Nissan?
No, the GW.
No! Shit!
What the fuck?
Yes, bro! Yes, bro! Give me more, bro! Fuck it. I love that shit.
I'm bookmarking that. We are watching that for next
100%
episode.
we are in.
Episode 3 we'll be reviewing Singham 2 returns. Holy crap.
That
oh my
is
god.
fantastic.
Oh, you guys kill me. You guys kill me. Shit. We should watch it with an Indian person.
Yes.
We should watch it with like an Indian friend of ours. Is Jay Indian?
I don't know.
I'll ask him. If he's not, that sucks. But
Do you reckon you're going to insult him?
how do you ask oh my god, how do you okay. So I don't want to ask this question, I'm going to ask it. I grew up with a lot of I grew up in a multicultural town, right? Craigieburn.
I thought you were going to say the jungle.
No. Craigieburn's not the jungle, it's concrete jungle, baby.
Pretty much.
No, but so I had a lot of friends who were Indian, and I had a lot of friends who were Sri Lankan. Fuck, man, if I messed that up, I would lose friends. So I still to
I
this
used to ask them.
still to this day I don't know.
You know what? Tell us. How do you tell them? How do you ask
Is there
them?
there's another culture, Mauritian?
Yeah, Mauritians.
Dude, that Mauritian people, I can't tell.
I don't know.
So but I feel rude for asking.
Well, has anyone ever asked you, are you fucking Chinese or Viet?
I'm not Chinese, not Viet. I always get picked up for Thai or Indonesian. But
Or New Zealand?
funnily enough, yeah, everyone thinks I'm from like what island? Hey, also, what island are you from, bro?
Sorry.
What?
Samoa.
Philippines, man. That's the island I'm from. The Filipino Islands. That's an island. We're an island.
The jungle.
I'm like this. No, don't. We don't have monkeys. Oh, we do. Wait. We do have monkeys because we have an eagle that eats monkeys.
Bro.
Fucking American eagle, my ass, bro. The wedge-tail eagle is pretty gangster, bro. The Filipino monkey eating.
Don't we have an eagle here that's like badass?
Yeah, wedge-tail.
Is that here?
Yes, that's Australia. We got big fucking things here,
How
bro.
big is this? Dude, the bald eagle is a fucking glorified fish eater, bro. It is. They're boring, bro. They're boring. No.
The Filipino monkey-eating eagle. All right, that's
I'm
what you're...
actually gonna
It's
type.
carnivorous. It loves to eat monkeys.
Monkey eating.
It's huge. That's all you hear, bro.
Philippine eagle.
Yeah.
He looks like Nicolas Cage.
It doesn't look like Nicolas Cage.
Are you telling me that doesn't look like Nicolas Cage? Right. Right, I'm gonna go hit that eagle over there. Then we're gonna get the Declaration of Independence.
Put the monkey back
Put the monkey back in the box. Bro. That's fantastic.
It's a bad motherfucking eagle.
That's fucking hilarious. I love that.
But Australia, we love you. We live here. So yeah, whatever. I heard there's a new... Did you know there's a big fucking spider?
Could you not?
Nathan,
Could you not?
Nathan has arachnophobia.
Don't.
I'm not going to show you. I am.
Dude, I'm sweating and you haven't even put
I'm
that
going to show you the eagle.
I'm sweating.
No, not the eagle, the spider.
I don't want to see
What's the spider that's really dangerous in Australia?
funnel web.
Okay.
Don't, bro. I'm
So they discovered a new funnel web spider
No.
in Australia. Last week, scientists announced a record-breaking Sydney funnel web spider and been handed to Australian Reptile Park. Look at the fucker, bro. 9.2 centimeters long. What the hell?
What? Hang on a minute. What? It was what?
They named him Chris Hemsworth. Hemsworth's ability to be the largest Newcastle funnel web of its kind ever recorded.
Bro, no, bro.
They called
It's fucking Thor. Dude, that is a fucking look at it, bro. That's death.
Yeah, no.
Satan made that spider.
Spiders are fucked. Australia's fucked, man. Seriously, what is wrong with Australian creatures?
Man.
You know what's another funny thing that Australia did recently, man? I don't know if it's our government, maybe Victoria, but they want to fine homeless people.
They want to fine homeless people.
I don't want to laugh, but it's fucking hilarious. What are you
What are you going to pay with the fucking buttons? Oh, yeah, mate. Before I pay this fine, look, I've got 3 buttons. You can have my pillow. But can I buy my dad off you?
What the hell, bro?
Fucking...
I know a lot of people don't choose to be homeless. Like, it happens. What, you're going to fine a homeless person for sitting outside a fucking Starbucks?
Look, it's not about choosing... Okay. It's not about
because they want to get a fucking...
No. Finding them is the dumbest thing. Moving them on, I kind of get it, but what's the difference?
Do you remember that?
Move them there.
Do you ever feel bad for throwing food out? I feel horrible for throwing food out.
Bro, you think we throw food out of my car?
Not
you see me demolish
Dude,
that
I know.
fucking
I grew up the same way. Yeah, but I'm a single child, but I grew up differently. You had to eat because your brother would eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had my ass kicked if I didn't finish
I had to eat because we had nothing.
survival.
We had nothing. So if my mum put food on the plate,
Hey, bro, why are you that? You're looking at me. You didn't know.
my mum put food on the plate. It had to be fucking eaten, bro.
Oh, no.
It had to be eaten because we were really poor.
Fucking duck egg.
If there was 2, I'd eat them. It'd have to be done. And if I didn't eat them, bro,
you'd be gone.
you know how your dad boxed with you?
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah. My mum became Jackie Chan, bro. She fucked me up, bro. There's one time she threw a slipper, I caught it, bro. Before I could even say ha, the second slipper was coming, bro. Fucking knock me the fuck out. It was like a weighted slipper, bro.
God.
She was good.
She's quick.
Anyway, but yeah, that's the food.
Oh,
and how do we get... anyway, so, homeless people. What the fuck? Why are we... What are they... I've got to look it up.
Yeah, let's get the facts straight firstly. So are they finding them or are they moving them on? What are they doing?
Here we go. Port Phillip Council. So are we Port Phillip? Isn't that here?
I got no idea. So useless with that kind of...
Oh, I'm not subscribed to the Age. I'm so poor.
There. That one. All right.
Oh, okay. And we're too poor to subscribe to these news outlets. Anyway, just
go to news.com. Click on the news. not WA, Sydney criminal law.
Oh, no, that's last year, bro. This is the one we want. Surging crime prompts Port Phillip Council to consider fining the homeless people.
Videos.
What if you're not the fucking criminal homeless man or homeless woman?
No, it's garbage. We'll have to find the video. No, but okay. If they're going to fine them, what are you going to take from them, bro?
If you found, if
are you
you,
gonna
if
fine
you
them
came
for?
up to me and you wrote a fine and I was homeless, I'd roll a dart with it.
Roll a dart, wipe your ass with it,
Yeah,
bro.
I know, what the-
Fuck the toilet paper for a week. Woo! Like, what are you going to do, man? Like, really?
That's so
look,
dumb. Well,
in this
look,
country,
I don't know.
in this country, I find, in my opinion, being homeless doesn't necessarily have to be the only option.
Dude, I know that. Yeah, that's big time.
So, but
bro.
this is what I'm saying.
I came here from another country.
No,
and I'm not
finding them
homeless.
isn't right.
Yeah.
Moving them on if they're causing grief, I get that. But
We don't have
like,
centers for homeless people.
There are multiple.
What is this? A center for ants?
What is this? A center for ants.
Listen to me.
It's 3 times bigger than this.
Does Australia find homeless people? The Tyson fine for experience homelessness for public space offences. Begging, being drunk in public, possession.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Hold on, I'm begging, but you're gonna fine me. What am I gonna pay you with? What am I gonna pay you
That's
with?
the
I'm
thing
begging
is-
for the money.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, okay. Like, let's just say they don't pay. What happens then?
Oh,
What happens then? Do they go to jail? And then what? You're giving them
if I was homeless, I'd rather go to jail.
some people.
If I had no will to
Depends.
live, oh, sorry, that's different. But if
If you had nothing else
you had
to
nothing,
live for,
bro, you're telling me I'm going to live in a center
well, you
where
know
there's
what,
a
man?
TV.
You know what? My
I get to
missus
shower.
has a pretty good outlook on this, and
Okay,
I don't mind it either.
Tell me.
If you gathered up enough money, right, and you could beg for enough money, you could always go and pay for like a gym membership, and they've got showers. You can work
Yeah,
out.
there's a local guy down where I am. I see him. I think he got moved though. I was doing pec decks, bro, and all I could see was his toes. I'm like, oh yeah,
It's a gym, bro.
getting a pump and seeing toes.
That's right. Keep you alive, bro.
Oh, we can
The
smell it.
stench of toe
Smell
cheese.
it through the window.
That's it. That's real protein. In a homeless man's toe cheese.
Oh jeez.
If I'm gonna eat that duck at 3,000 subscribers, you're eating toe cheese.
Oh no, yuck! Fuck me, no way. And the other thing that Australian people do, right? I reckon our conspiracy theorists are fucking wild.
Let's not go there.
No. Okay, wait.
let's
And this one's car related too. This is hilarious. So someone inquired on a Tesla. When did they inquire?
Bro.
When did they inquire, man?
Yeah, it was like a month and a half ago. It was a month. In Jan. It was in Jan. I know exactly where you're going with this.
Oh, bro.
I know exactly what you're gonna say. This
was-
is the lady who was like, doesn't have the spyware on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was funny. I
Tell a story. You tell a story, bro. Let's
can't find it. Fuck. Anyway.
You know you have definitely.
Anyway, someone inquired on one of our Teslas and was like, hi, asked a legitimate question at first. And I'm like, okay, cool, this is all right. And you keep reading and it's like, oh, can you give me the VIN number? I just want to double check that the car isn't made in China. And I'm like, well, some of them are made in China because, they're closer and to get them to be imported. And the next question was, there wasn't a question, it was them saying, I want to check if it's from China because I want to make sure that I'm not being recorded or listened to. And my favorite part was sent from iPhone. Bitch! I'm sorry, man. It's too fucking late.
My Chinese spyware.
Oh my god. I think some Aussies, some people in Australia, like the real. There's some crazies.
Yeah, there are people
And
who.
look, whatever. Like we've had a few. We've had a few. Like
We used to. I'll put one to you. This would be a good one. We had a guy we used to deal with who touched up cars, and he was amazing to deal with. He was, bro. He was amazing. He was so good at it. He was like art. You could never even tell the touch up. He was so good at it. Anyway, like one day he didn't see him for like a year,
Yeah.
something like that. Like he full went off the rails.
I don't
want to tell it anyway.
I was a good guy, but
He was lovely. He was a good bloke.
I'll put it to you this way: he believed in what he believed.
Yeah.
To the point where I started believing, and then Nate had to look at me like, Steve, could you not?
Yeah,
and I'm
he
like,
used to show. Remember the cameras? Look by the cameras. Look. Did you see that? He used to show like.
no, the ones with the lights in the sky.
The lights in
and
the
like, that's not
sky.
a natural light. I'm like,
He's like, that's
is
not
there
real.
a second sun?
Like, and he would say these things. Yeah, like he was living on Tatooine, where
Tatooine,
right? He's seeing 2-3 moons. We're sitting there like, you can touch up the car. Or...
But look, we all move on, right? And we evolve as humans, and the conspiracy theories just get crazier.
Mind you, look, the world in general doesn't help. Like, I don't want to get too deep into this. In the end of the day, there are people who do believe in conspiracy theories. And there are people who don't, and you could argue the fact that the people who don't believe in conspiracy theories is a conspiracy theorist on their own, not believing the conspiracy theory. It depends.
You're going to go in a loop.
You go in a
that's
loop.
for sure. But you know what? As I say, like, there are a lot of conspiracy theories about movies as well. I hate that. I'm like, just let the movie be the movie.
Dude, you go like way... What do we got conspiracy theory movie wise?
Like, like the Nickelodeon stuff creeps me the fuck out. The whole feet fetish thing. That does scare me, man. Like, you start talking about toe cheese before, I was done. That's too much toe.
Hey, dude, man. Everyone believes that Tarantino has a full fetish.
No, I believe that. I believe that. But no, like, those weird conspiracy theories and shit like that.
You get a lot.
But
I mean, look, in general, there's a lot of movies that, like a lot of Disney Pixar movies that have this conspiracy theory with the whole, what was that thing called? The adrenochrome thing that went in, like, the monster zinc theories and all that. Yeah. And all that went through and all that. But dude, it's so funny because, you remember years and years back. Not that we didn't have it. Like, you still had the moon landing theories and you had the alien theories and you had the 9/11.
Oh my
I
God.
did say it was going to say 7-Eleven. I'm so sorry.
Different race.
I know. One of our friends, we won't say who, he actually said to us that he asked someone, are you 7-Eleven or 9/11? And we died. I was like, that is terrible.
That was the question I had. No,
You can't ask that. He can ask that.
Yeah,
He's allowed to ask that. We can't ask that.
Fuck, that's hilarious. But
it's funny. So back then you have that.
Yeah.
And that brings you back to that whole like even like nostalgia. Was it better back then than it is now?
Yeah, I don't know. Movies, I liked movies for what they were, bro. Like, I enjoyed Shrek 2 more than I did enjoy Shrek 1.
Don't get started on Shrek, bro. Dude, have you seen what's in the news lately?
Shrek 5?
Yeah.
What was teased?
It's like, okay, let's bring a
Did
movie.
they change the
animation style?
They changed the animation?
Yeah,
Are you
they've
sure he
changed-
just doesn't look older?
No, bro, they've actually changed the animation style. They've kind of, it's almost like detailed it more in a way. Like they've almost shrunk the eyes and like look at the difference. It's
Oh, yeah, right.
you see, like that one especially. No, go that one especially. Look at it.
What do you mean? Bro, you just went from Greek to Lebanese.
But it's like they've kind of harnessed it a little bit, but people are losing their mind. People are like, oh no, bring. So this is what I'm
Donkey
wondering.
does look a little bit funky,
They do.
bro.
They all look a bit off. Even like Fiona looks a bit off, right?
Oh, Fiona's got a little down there.
This is what I find.
Still
oh my
the
God,
same.
she actually does.
She does. What the fuck?
This is what I find interesting. Is this them? Okay, Shrek kind of by Shrek 4 really sort of died off. It's not like what we had when you had Shrek 1, which was an iconic, crazy, world-changing movie in a way. Like it blew up like crazy. Then Shrek 2 was great. Then Shrek 3 kind of died off, and Shrek 4 you're almost too late to the party. It wasn't a bad film, but kind of not there.
Yeah.
They're coming back with Shrek 5. It's got new animation style. Are they doing... That's your favourite. Are they doing... when Steve tells me to do something that he really wants me to do, I say no, and he goes no, and then he does it.
No, but you're right. No, I agree with you. Like,
are they doing a new animation style and giving us something fresh, or are they doing the Sonic thing? They make ugly Sonic, people lose their minds, and then they bring
hey, we did this for the people.
Oh, it's for the people, and then all of a sudden it blows up. Like, this is, and again, that just goes back to conspiracy theories. You want to talk about like nostalgia and things like that, man? I loved films like Jimmy Neutron, for example. Terrible animation. Actually, if you watch the first Toy Story, if you really go back and watch it and compare it to the new one, down to the blinking and the way the animators move, and this was revolutionary at the time. You know, it was well known that Pixar, Apple and Pixar worked together to kind of really create this new thing, and it saved Apple and it saved Pixar in a way, and it was the whole thing behind that. But you look at that animation now, and it's choppy. It's
nowhere near the same.
It's nowhere near the same. They blink slowly. It's weird. You can, like, Jimmy Neutron was the same, you know, there's still amazing scenes in it. You get, like, you know, Carl running into, like, my brother and I quote this stuff all the time. You get the Carl running into the petting zoo. He's like, llama, 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 you know, or you get, like, Sheed, he's like, Ultra Lord Live, you know, like, it's a laugh, bro. You get fucking the aliens. He gets the message from Jimmy Neutron in a toaster, and his brother's got it, and he's like, and it pops up, and he's like, "Do you want me to annihilate it, sire?" And he's telling his brother, he's like, "Oobla, it's toast."
Where does this space live
bro?
In your head, bro?
He's like, "Hello, toast." You know, I love this stuff, bro. That is like memories for me.
Yeah,
that's nostalgia. But if I go back and I actually watch those movies, I see I don't know, you want to call it lesser technology, the lesser advancement in technology. Do I enjoy it? Yes. Would someone of now generation enjoy it? Maybe not.
Maybe not. Well, you know, you're talking about movies, bro. I love nostalgia with music. Music is like, I still to this day love R&B. I love all that shit, man. Nice. Even like, sad as bad as it is, some of P. Diddy's music, the shit that he produced.
Next you're going to bring up R. Kelly. Let's not go there. Let's not.
When's the last time you heard Ignition from R. Kelly? And don't tell me you didn't go, fuck, that was a good song. Don't fucking lie to me, bro. I don't care what anyone says.
That's a banger.
We all know what happened.
Banger of a song.
But when you hear it,
to Ignition, flattened fish at the kitchen.
It's filthy, bro. It's so good, right? You don't think about that shit.
No.
Think about all the movies Harvey Weinstein made. What's wrong?
Nothing.
What's the problem?
Nothing. I think I'm not going to say nothing also.
Do you want me to give you a list of Harvey Weinstein movies?
Let's just leave it.
You can tell me if you liked it as a younger person.
You like it now. Tell me you don't like it now. You know.
But P. Diddy produce some good shit.
That's the question.
How good was the song that he sung with Biggie? Well, for Biggie's death.
There's a lot of stuff that comes with it.
But no one, you know what? And I feel like these days, no one puts the same passion into R&B music. Today's R&B music is so fucking boring. You can't tell me, man. Drake's shit is so garbage to me. It's not even funny.
I still see Drake as the wheelchair kid from Degrassi. If you all don't know that, go back and watch that. If you all don't know what Degrassi Junior High is, you go back and watch Drake as the wheelchair kid in Degrassi, because that is 100% who he is and who he will ever forever be to me. I've never liked his music.
No,
not a fan. Not a fan whatsoever. I don't know why. And look, dude, whatever you guys think, all well and good, but just not a fan. Just boring, bland. You know, but there are things that there are things that I like that other people don't. No one can question Michael Jackson. He was a bad
No. But I just think like today's music, bro. Like fucking back then, Chris Brown be courting a woman when you're dancing down the street.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, bro. You remember the song?
How did Chris Brown get a chick? How he get a chick? Show me.
Oh, you want me to show you?
Show me how to get a chick. Show me how to get a chick.
I'll show you how to check.
Show me how to get a chick. Show me. He's put the music on everything. This is Steve at the club too.
That's like today's dancing, bro. It's way different back then. I don't even know. My knees hurt too much.
He's a bad motherfucker. While he's following her down the street. No, dude, hang on a minute. You think that was bad? Michael was like way worse.
Oh, Michael was bad, bro.
Michael pursued them down the sidewalk, bro. Michael, like, what's that? What's the song? The Way You Make Me Feel?
Oh, bro.
The Way You Make Me Feel. Hang on a second. Hang on. I gotta put this shit on. Look, that. Ooh, and he'd be like, ooh.
Oh, I'll pretend to be the girl. I'll pretend to... You're just gonna come out of the corner. You're gonna come out of the corner. You're just gonna scare the fuck out of me or something.
He'd come out. We can't even see us.
Come back.
He'd come out.
Just get out the car.
She'd be walking. Be like, go on, girl! Ah! And he'd be doing all this shit, trapping her against the wall and shit. You know,
Shit.
like a Michael fucking.
Yeah, she's just sitting down and she's like minding her business.
And he's, he's full on in their face. Like I can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. You talk about nostalgia. I'll tell you what. I didn't grow up in that era, but man, that
was the shit.
was bad.
That was the shit. Honestly, it's just, you know what? Nostalgia can be whatever it wants to be, man.
Look, there's good and bads in both sense. And the reason I say this is this. Nostalgia and times back then, people will say, oh man, they were so much better. Like the argument I have with my cousin. Sunny Boys don't exist anymore. Sunny Boys were an Australian institution. They were mental. If you don't know what they are, looking up, they were sick. They were great. But like, you don't have them anymore. Or like certain cartoons and certain shows that weren't woke or whatever the hell they are. There's goods and bads to both things. And just depending on how you view it and how you take it, because you've got to remember, nostalgia can sometimes give you rose-tinted glasses, rose-colored glasses. Yeah. Because you want to go way back, you want to talk nostalgia. There was an actor called Steve McQueen. And if you watch one of his films, there is a shot in one of his films, I'll find it for you, bro, where the chick gets out of the car and he fucks her up.
Oh, really?
One hand, bang, bang, bro.
Well, dude.
And back then, even what's his name? Sean Connery? Bro, back then, it was cool. But you look at that now.
Oh, no, fuck that.
But hey, nostalgia. It was the way it was. Movies
my
blokes were cool, chicks were women.
My favorite one is, do you remember flipping your phone to answer a phone call? Yes, I do. I actually do. But a Razor.
Yeah. Motorola phone.
My God. But still, we have everything we need.
But again, it's roasted. Do you remember going on the internet on those phones? Yeah. And you fucking click Internet Explorer, mind you, and the thing was basically like fucking dial up. It would go to load one fucking page. If you scroll down, which you can scroll, if you press down, the thing went. Bro, I can get all the information I want in the palm of my hand at any moment, anywhere in the world, because of this. Not to
iPhone sponsor us.
Not to iPhone sponsor us. Not to sponsor tech, but I mean, we're doing all this based on technology.
Yeah, even our job now is so much easier.
100%.
Fucked working back in the day.
Don't even. If you guys don't understand this, way back in the day, they used to do contracts and stuff on these big, like, A1 sheets of paper. You used to have a folder of them. I actually had to learn how to use these things. I'm not old. I just had to learn.
Oh my God.
And you'd write everything down and it would give you carbon copies. Carbon copies, if you don't know, would whatever you wrote down on the top page, it was print on 3 different copies. So
There was no email.
there was no email.
The fax that shit.
Copy went in with the sales team, copy went to the customer, copy went for you. And that was it. You had to fax it. It was different ways of doing it. It was huge. You'd fold it up 6 different pages. And then there was more. If you got one thing wrong, you'd have to start like all over again. It wasn't half-assed. So nowadays, dude, I can backspace shit. I can make corrections. Oh, sorry, made a mistake. This and that. It's all well and good. You couldn't do that back then.
No, fuck that. You couldn't do it.
So there are sometimes rose-tinted glasses, rose-colored glasses, whatever you say there. I don't know the saying exactly. That bring nostalgia to a point where it's great when it's probably not as great as you think. Just think about that. But there are things from back in the day that are pretty fantastic, like Chuck Norris. Like I want to say to you, like earlier today, like that movie Roadhouse.
Oh,
you get someone like Patrick Swayze,
shirtless,
this ballet dancer doing fucking kung fu like this, and just ripping a motherfucker's throat out. Roadhouse, motherfucker! I love that, bro. I love that. You know, and it's just feelings you probably get now that they didn't fully have back then. Like, for example, Scarface was a flop when it first came out.
Now
all of a sudden,
cult following
cult
movie.
Yeah, cult following. Yeah.
But look, and that it's, you know what's crazy? I just realized we were meant to keep this under 45 minutes. We were well over an hour and a half.
We were well over.
But we'll work it out, which is good. I love how this.
We'll try and chop this up.
And we also have another, we have a complete Pokemon segment that we film separately. But guys, this is something we're going to continue to do. I promise you we will try to stay as consistent as possible, as crazy as possible.
We'll try and keep your suggestions in mind. We'll try and do what we can. I mean, we can't get to everything.
Yeah, we didn't get to watch Singham 2 yet, but we will. We will review it the next time.
I reckon on the next episode we can do that. We might be able to see it tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, we'll find. I'm going to go up to Nathan's house and watch an Indian movie.
Easy, bro.
No. But it's been a fabulous experience overall. We're enjoying what we do. Yeah. We love people's questions. We love people's feedback.
Keep them coming. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Please, we want to get this out to as many people as possible.
More likes, more subscribes, more views means more dancing, more zany shit, more borderline controversial.
A better table. We didn't even mention our new table.
Oh, we found this on the side of the road.
Side of the road.
And it has everyone's visitors pass from a random company.
From different companies, like all these different visitors pass things on it.
So all these souls are ours. But please, like, subscribe, comment below what you'd like us to review, to talk about, whatever. If you feel like we need more car stuff, feel like it, we do what we can.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we gave him 45 minutes of it.
Yeah, we went on a lot of car.
I'm happy to talk about. Maybe we have to make it our own another segment. Maybe we have to do cars on the side of things. Maybe we have to do movies on one thing and make them segments.
Oh, true. We can make it shorter.
And we got a suggestion that the Pokemon stuff had to be put to the side. Otherwise, there's going to be a whole bunch of people who like that stuff that have to sift through an hour and so video to get to it. So that's its own segment. If you think we should segment things, let us know. We will listen. We will try and make everyone happy, even though we never can.
We'll only improve.
And we'll only improve. We'll try and get better.
Like, look at this. I learned my lesson from podcast 1. This has stayed in 2 different positions today.
Nice. Glasses and shirt. I haven't moved it. And I think the audio will be a lot better. I hope they've worked the whole time. So do I. Guys, Between Two Cars, Nathan. Thank you. Steve, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. See you on the next one. Boom. Boom. Oh, how long did we go this time? Hour and 30.